Hey everybody, this is Rydo and we are back to LEGO Star Wars The Force Awakens. Now my computer did become unresponsive and I had to reboot it. I'm kind of willing to give this game some slack and not really blame that on this game. Although the hitching is still happening, we've kind of done a lot of things to fix it and reduce the hitching down to a reasonable amount. It is also possible my computer just went to sleep because there was a power outage overnight. However, I will say definitely in between the last recording and this recording, I had to stream my Monday, Wednesday, and Friday Hearthstone live streams, and at my monitored dots per inch resolution being 100%, which is what I had to set it to get this game to work as well as it is. It's pretty unbearable to work on my computer. I cannot read any of the text. Everything is way too small. That is, of course, because I am not close enough to the monitor. I am 10 feet away from a TV when computers are designed to be 3 feet away from your face. That's all we really need to say for the setup, though, so let's load, and I assume we'll be in the same place. If not, then there will certainly be room for complaining. Notice the cursor can't be hidden on any of these corners of the screen. And we've got a significant amount of loading going on because this is a... well, frankly, I guess nothing is loaded.
I have to get back to Jakku. I need a ship.
Now, since I've slept between the last recording and this one, I don't actually remember where I am or what I'm doing. I'm on this Takadana planet, and it to me looks like there's some kind of characters that you can purchase all over this planet. And we did Maz's castle before. Yes, that's the last thing we did. We touched Luke's lightsaber, and then she refused to ever touch it again, and that put us in a weird position. We're also in a weird position because we're 85,000 studs short of this score doubler. So if I could get a nice collection of 85,000 studs, that would be nice. I'm not sure I can do that, and we just really want to run into the next level and not spend too much time outside the level. This feels like this might be just too much, honestly. And yes, this is a specific character. Let me look at this map and see. Yes, that's a character in Carbonite frozen. There's a whole collection of these guys that I don't even know how you'd get to that island.
I'm gonna need to get you up there first, BB-8.
There's nothing really to shoot, and there's nothing in here. That feels like that would have been a pathway or a DLC door.
I'll have you up here in a sec, BB-8.
But LEGO games don't really do that. That was the Tomb Raider idea, in which there was,
I'm gonna need your help with that gate over there.
in the Tomb Raider reboot, there were just some pathways that ended in nothing, and then when you bought the DLC, a cave was magically added, which is a rather confusing and wrong way to add more content to your game. Of course, you could always go the other direction and become very annoying with extra content and show doors and just say you can't go here unless you buy the content, press A to go to the shop. But that's typically how it is nowadays, is you get an annoying prompt. Speaking of annoying, let's see. Yeah, I am just not going to get 80,000 studs. It's just not going to happen. In fact, apparently I can't even walk. Yeah, I can't even walk too far away from the elements. So I basically dropped the ball in one of the previous levels by not collecting enough. That's weird that you have to continue the story for this, but I could run all the way around on Jakku in that open area, and I could run all the way around in every other area. This borderless window. I guess I'm just gonna have to ignore the mouse. Guess maybe I could try and click on the screen just to see if that goes away. Nope. Just a little spinning wheel. That doesn't make any sense. I could turn on my second monitor, use more GPU processor to have the second monitor enabled, and then move the mouse to the second monitor. But that's awfully a lot of GPU power to waste just to move a mouse cursor. I don't see any reason why you wouldn't be able to hide a mouse in borderless window mode. But I guess it's also only in these loading sections, because I'm not seeing a mouse in the rest of the game. There was a hitch.
It was the Republic. The First Order, they've done it. Where's Rey?
We must face them. Fight them. All of us.
So I'm guessing this is kind of close to halfway through the movie, 1 hour.
I've had this for ages.
This seems like a good storyline.
A good question.
Good storyline fight.
Take it. Find your friend.
And I guess there's room to have some background story where how Han Solo, how Luke left his lightsaber behind and how Maz got it. Finn takes the lightsaber, doesn't see anything, but he does activate the lightsaber. Question is, can anybody activate a lightsaber? I think the answer is yes, because we've seen robots activate lightsabers. So, if robots could do it, maybe one would assume everybody can. I recently played Darksiders 2, and it had a lot of temples where you could see through cracks in the walls, and it made the game feel rather odd, because it felt like there was at any point an opportunity to jump out the window and enter the overworld, but there was a bunch of invisible walls.
What? You mean use a lightsaber? Okay.
So we're getting a decent amount of hitching right now, and he's gonna have me do a quick time, another action.
So much destruction.
Usually in the Lego Star Wars games you drew a circle and cut a hole in the door that way. You didn't draw downward. Notice how all of these characters are just not moving at all. Their AI has been programmed to not mess with you at all until you are considerably closer. That's probably a bug fix and just a gameplay smoothness fix for when you're crawling. You're crawling in the mud. You don't want to get shot at and killed. I have to remind myself that that's where BB-8 is supposed to be able to crawl through. Do I have BB-8? No, I don't, but I do have this character. So I'm gonna see if this character can crawl through. Maz can. She's gonna break some things and make some... And so we need Han Solo over here to scan. Here's a classic build the tiles so you can push something. A lot of places are very recognizable as needing the Force. And in the Star Wars, previous Star Wars games, you were 100% capable of using the Force probably by the second or third level. It feels like
You'll have to be inventive to get past those troopers.
Cake! Let me light the candles.
it feels like
I know. It's a huge cake.
well, they paid somebody to voice that. Clearly. That's kind of funny.
What's that meant to be? A thermal imploder? Well, it's way too big, you fool. Which would mean the explosion would be...
I'm kind of assuming we're at a Jedi temple, although that statue kind of looks like the bad guy from the Temple of Doom. Maybe that's a sly reference to the Indiana Jones Steven Spielberg crossover, LucasArts. Now that Disney owns Star Wars, it's very possible we're not going to have as much of a focus on doing some cross jokes like that. But it's almost too traditional to not do something like that. Harrison Ford was in Indiana Jones. Harrison Ford was in Star Wars. I guess maybe since Harrison Ford won't be in the next Episode 8 game as a major character, you wouldn't have as much reason to do that reference. This isn't going very well at all. Come on, hit the... trying to hit the explosive barrels, but this game has such a lock on that you can't really aim at anything. Or maybe it's just that it was at a different angle. Still not a huge fan of the way this is playing. So I can get behind the shield and hit this guy? Maybe? I think I have to switch to this guy to get the other two.
Deploying blaster turret.
Let's see. I don't think he can use any of the scanning technology. Anyway, so I think I have to roll over here as Han Solo, then press B. This one's a little bit more complicated.
There, at the base of that statue. Blow it up, Chewie.
Chewie? Yeah, Chewbacca's not even in the combination. Yeah, it feels like it would have been better just to have been running forward and smashing these people and letting them shoot me and not dying as much, but because I'm getting shot. And less of these mini bosses that are a little too strong. Even the standard stormtroopers here are a lot stronger and have a lot more health than how you would kill them in the original Lego Star Wars games. Like, maybe you get a headshot and kill them, but you have to target and you have to aim, where in comparison you would just normally do something like that and kill them a lot faster. And I guess the plan was I was supposed to have jumped over to that. It will be kind of sad if this turns out to be the one level that I managed not to get a full true Jedi on. And there's a lot here that you just wouldn't have seen or would have missed. Like, I would have much preferred to just been running like this, back and forth throughout that whole section. Maybe if they put like entire path blocking shields up, so you had to kill people instead. Maybe that would have worked a little bit better. But I am definitely not a fan of these third-person perspective shooting games. Let's see. I think Finn, are you gonna help me? No, you're gonna require me to switch to you. Okay. It's a pretty big movie trope, I would say, to have characters get together, then separate, and then get back together. Pretty in line with previous Star Wars movies. It's arguable that there's too many characters in most Star Wars movies. Too many secondary characters, I would say, by far. But also kind of too many primary characters.
That's always something I like to hear.
It sounds kind of like blasphemy, but this is one of these lightsaber stormtroopers. I don't even know what you really should call them. But apparently he's got a whole fight sequence. He's gonna pose for it through. I guess that'll hose him down and electrocute him. Let's play as a different character and see if we can just shoot him.
Get him while
Ah, so if you're not playing as Finn, you can lock him into a lightsaber battle. If you are playing as Finn, you can you fight him with the lightsaber. Nothing over here that I can break. Yeah, I would probably argue, just from a critical perspective, that Boba Fett and Jango Fett are characters that are unnecessary to the story. Sure, they're beloved, everybody is, but you could have had a better experience having more, like, Darth Vader and the Emperor do more of the things that you saw other bad guys do, and be more hands-on. Give them more movie time. And this is just a quick time event that automatically switched me to Finn. I'd say this movie is running into a considerable problem because we have Phasma, which is the gold character. But then you also have this other guy who is a stormtrooper, plus so many other stormtroopers that are just cannon fodder. If that scene played out like that, where Han Solo just shot the lightsaber trooper, that's a direct reference to Indiana Jones and the Ark of the Covenant. And that gets referenced too much, considering that was an ad-lib scene.
The droid was spotted heading west with a girl.
So, I guess the idea is maybe Kylo Ren thinks the droid is with Princess Leia.
They'll help you.
So, just in the scene we saw before, we haven't seen him hearing anything about her in this game.
The droid, where is it?
Yeah, if Kylo Ren had just fought with this group and then retreated when he was defeated, that would have given him more screen time.
It's the Resistance.
Didn't we already see a cutscene where they blew up several planets that was working with the Resistance? Wouldn't this be a point when the Resistance would have been devastated?
That's one hell of a pilot!
Ray and BB-8, they need you. Now, go!
It feels like the story is specifically putting the three main characters, with BB-8 being one of the three main characters, in together. Okay, so you crash directly into trees. None of this really looks like it's Lego. Yeah, this is straight up just non-Lego land and non-Lego anything. We can see that there's several here, but I would need...
Black leader, Blue 2, I see fighters inbound on your position.
I think I would need a special ship in free play mode to get these things on the side blown up. There's two different types of ships that we're playing as, a blue one and an orange one, both X-Wing ships. I don't even fully know if X-Wings are the ships that are used by the rebels. I guess it is. X-Wings for the rebels and TIE fighters for the Empire. Keeping it straight, it's kind of hard. This definitely feels like the fly around missions of the original Lego Star Wars Complete Saga game, where it was programmed by a third-party developer, and it's just this empty, not connected to the gameplay mechanic you were playing before at all action. This is rather dull, and it is not really acceptable to have a non-Lego feeling third-person run and gun experience, and then also have in the same level a non-Lego feeling fly around and shoot experience. They're reducing the amount of content that is the content I would have wanted to play. I'm assuming the B button is, like, I'm getting these B prompts and I'm not 100% sure what I'm supposed to do with them. And pressing the B button doesn't seem like it's doing anything. There's 4 more of these. And this level, by the number of studs I have, this implies to me that there's actually a whole nother section of gameplay after this. If not, it's a... Oh man, there's a red brick. If you can't tell, it's pretty confusing controlling this too. I'm going to have to fly this direction. I can speed up, and then, however, when I sped up, I missed it, and the reason I missed it is because my TV turned off. I think my TV is wearing out. Down, down, down. Oh, come on. And I can't even shoot, because if I shoot, I'll hit something and not get this. Seriously? And at a certain point, this game is just going to give up and let me win, I suspect. Alright. What is the last thing I'm aiming for? Is it this?
Broadcasting on all channels. This is the General's transport. We are being attacked by First Order forces.
Notice they have to add yet another ship. Yet another toy. I'm shooting at random things and hoping I'm shooting at the right things. But I probably am not. I'm probably missing all the things I'm supposed to be shooting at by quite a bit. That's one, I guess, group of them. that I took out. So they're grouping it in bunches of maybe 3. Maybe the B prompt means something. I've got one of these missiles, so I don't think it would only be correct to try and take out. Yeah, the B prompt is some kind of...
We thought we were finished. If you were thinking of hitting up the general for a promotion, then this would probably be a good time to do it.
And that general ship looks ridiculous.
The map. You've seen it.
This actually feels like it might be 3/4 of the way through the movie, and it really can't be that far. You can't go that crazy. Is Chewbacca have a fake eye? I think he might. A smoky dead eye. He must have lost it in battle or something. No, I guess maybe not. Maybe that was just a bad rendering in that cutscene.
Goodness! Han Solo! It is I, C-3PO. You probably don't recognize me because of the red arm. Yes, I must get my proper armory installed.
You changed your hair.
Same jacket.
No, new jacket. I saw him. Leia, I saw her son. He was here.
I would also argue C-3PO and R2-D2 probably not needed in the original movies. Comedic relief in an action-adventure game.
Tell me about the droid.
He's a BB unit with a selenium drive and a thermal hyperscan vindicator.
It's carrying a section of a navigational chart. And we have the rest.
So I guess this was supposed to be the surprise that his face wasn't messed up and burnt, and he was wearing a mask just for no reason.
It's in there. And now you'll give it to me. Don't be afraid. I feel it too.
I'm not giving you anything.
We'll see.
You're afraid that you will never be as strong as Darth Vader.
Does he hang her upside down in the movie for real? And then that droid is coming to threaten to tickle her and torture her with that. I kind of suspect you wouldn't have horrific torture scenes. Wow, 98% of 100. We got another red brick, and we are over 1 million. That's good. But this level was rather short, and the section before the level was rather short too. So we've only spent about 30 minutes on this level, where we were spending 45 minutes, 50 minutes on levels before. It feels like there was definitely room to have a boss fight of some sort against Kylo Ren and oh, I've forgotten her name. Isn't her name Ren? No. I've totally forgotten the name of the female protagonist of this movie. They didn't say it enough in this game. Well, whatever her name is, it feels like there would have been a room for the Lego game to add a boss fight there. Jumping through the trees, breaking things, doing something there. On the other hand, they could have also very easily broken up all of the previous levels into 2-part sections and had every level come closer to 30 minutes. We're slowly making progress, I guess, and I guess this is where we just have to end it. As always, I ask you to like, share, subscribe, comment, and watch every second of my videos because all of that helps. When you subscribe, please click the notification bell. If you want a friend to follow me on any other social media sites, there's a bunch of links down below in the description box. And if you want to support me even further than doing all of those things, you can gift me a game or a gift card on Steam. Thank you for watching. Have a good evening.